satirist Winston Churchill's definition of appeasement: we are feeding the crocodiles, hoping they will eat us last. Some of you people always thought that it's much easier to install a dictator than to remove one. Dictators only stop when they're stopped. And appeasing Putin with Ukraine will not stoke his appetite for more conquest. The fundamental lesson of Chamberlain and Derrida going to see Hitler in München 1930 is valid today. Giving a dictator what he wants never stops him from wanting more. It compensates you aren't strong enough to stop him from taking what he wants. Few Russians had the appetite for gloomy trails, detailing the horrors he knew all too well had occurred in the Soviet Union. This turned out to be a terrible mistake that Russia and the rest of the world is still paying for today. But evil does not die, just as history does not end. Like a weed, evil can be cut back, but never entirely uprooted. It waits for its chance to spread through the cracks in our vigilance. It can take root in the fertile soil of our complacency. The real loss came when we failed to uphold the Cub system and failed to put misremembered glory days behind us quickly, as most of the European Soviet bloc succeeded in dying. This left Russia and other former Soviet states vulnerable to the humiliation, with then to men like Putin-a to exploit it. Communism goes against human nature and can only be sustained by totalitarian repression. Without outside assistance, a massive amounts of natural resources like oil repression leads to economic stagnation. Then there is the moral and spiritual stagnation of a society where individual success and excellence are all but forbidden. Communism is like an autoimmune disorder, a descent to the killing itself, but it weakens the systems so much that the victim is left helpless, unable to fight off anything else. It destroys the human spirit on an individual level, perverting the values of a successful free society. And a boycott, or even a hefty tax on Russian energy imports would threaten to completely destroy the Russian economy, which is now entirely dependent on the energy sector to stay at it. But Europe lacks the political will to make significant sacrifices in the short run to meet the far greater long-term threat that an unchallenged Putin represents to global security and, by extension, their globalization-dependent economies.